Hello everyone, welcome to the next session of our class Digital System Design. In the previous classes, we have understood how to desimplify the given Boolean equation by using the K-map. So we understood for the 3 variables, 4 variable and the 5 variable Boolean equation. But when we are doing the for 5 variables, so we can see the complexity is increased actually. Okay, so we have constructed a 32 cell matrix. If you compare like this, if you want to continue with the 6 variables or 7 variables, we need to simplify the equations, means this to a very complexity in solving. Okay, so the another technique, so which will going to be used is what the Quine-McCluskey minimization technique. Let's understand the how to simplify the Boolean equations in the Quine-McCluskey minimization technique. Okay, so in our syllabus, we will going to learn the Quine-McCluskey technique for the 3 variables and the 4 variables. So let's take an example and understand the Quine-McCluskey method simultaneously by solving that problem. Okay, the given problem is simplify the given Boolean function using Quine-McCluskey technique, and the function is d equals to f of a comma b comma c comma d equals to 0 summation of 0 1 2 3 6 7 8 9 14 15. So summation is given, okay, and the function is ABCD. This indicates what? 4 variable function. Okay, then how to simplify the given function in a Quine-McCluskey technique. Okay, so here we will going to construct the table, okay, and the table will be arranged according to the mean terms. So mean terms will be increasing order of the logical number of ones in a mean terms. Like that, we need to create a table. So that means, so if you see the mean terms 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever the mean terms we have. So how many number of logic ones are there? If you see the 0, 0 logical ones are there. If you see the 1, 1 logical 1 is there. See, similarly to the 2, 1 logical number of ones. Next to 3, there are 2 logical number of ones. If you see the 6, 2 logical number of ones there. I hope you can understand. So that means 0, 0, 0, 0, we don't have the any one logical one. Okay, next is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 number of logical 1 is there. If you see the similarly 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 number of logical 1. Similarly 3, 0, 0, 1, 1. There are 2 numbers of logic 1. Like that. 6, 2 numbers of logic 1. 7, 3 numbers of logic 1. Again 8, 1 number of logic 1, because 8 corresponds to the 1, 0, 0, 0. Right? Like that, the mean terms will be arranged in an increasing order according to the logical number of ones. How many number of logical ones are there in that mean terms? According to that one, we need to be rearranged. Okay, so let's create a table. So the first step is creating a table. So the table which contains the group corresponds to the how many number of logical ones, and the which are all the mean terms which are comes in the with respect to the group. Okay, and next is the variables, and the variables are a, b, c, d. Okay, so let's take let's see that one. So group 0 I will write. So this consisting the mean terms which are all in the 0 number of ones actually. So mean terms which are 0 number of 1 is the mean term is 0. Only this mean term is there. What are the variables corresponding to that? 0, 0, 0, 0. Next let to next order. As already said that one, we need to list out the mean terms in an increasing order of number of logical ones. Okay. So next increasing order is what? 1 actually. So I will make that consider as a group 1. I will end this to the one group. Okay. So next is the 1 number of logical ones. So which are all the mean terms we have? So 1, 2 and the 8, right? Because these mean terms are having the 1 number of logical ones, 1, 2, 8, right? Okay, and that we need to be write in increasing order. Okay, but don't write a 2, 1, 8. Always we need to write in a increasing order, 1, 2, 8. Okay, so 1 corresponds to the 0, 0, 0, 1, 2 corresponds to the 0, 0, 1, 0, 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. Next, So this completes the one group 1. So that means mean terms consisting the one number of logical ones. Next, let's need to write the mean terms which are corresponds to the two numbers of logical ones. Okay, so I will name this as a group 2, and the mean terms which are two logical number of ones. So that is corresponding to the 3, 6 and 9, right? 3, 6, 9. So 3 corresponds to the 0, 0, 1, 1, 6, 9, 1, 0, 0, 1. Now, next comes to the mean terms which are having the three numbers of 1 actually. Three numbers of 1s. So the mean terms in the given mean term actually 7 and the 14s are consisting the three logical ones. So the groups or the mean terms are 7 and the 14, which are consisting the three logical ones. So the 7 corresponds to the 0, 1, 1, 1, and the 14 1, 1, 1, 0. So next higher order is 4 logical ones. So the mean terms which are having 4 logical ones are, there is only one, so that is 15. So 15 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that means if you take a 4 variable function, okay, so the possibles groups will be the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 according to the given function. If the 15 won't be there in the given problem, means actually this won't come here actually, right? So according to that one, according to the given function, the group will be depends. So this is the first step. So here we have taken the mean terms are 1 actually. Now we need to group the mean terms to form a 2 mean terms 1 group. So one group should contains the 2 mean terms. Okay, so that means we need to group this 0 mean terms with the group with the 1, like that we need to group. Okay, for the grouping there is a criteria. So what is that criteria is, when you are grouping the one mean term with the another mean term, okay, the mean terms positions, the mean terms variables should match each other, but only differs in the one variable, only differs in the one position. So that means if you see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, it can be grouped with the 1 because 0, 0, 0, 1, only one literal has been changed. Okay, if that is the case, that can be grouped actually. So that means 0 can be grouped with 1, but 0 cannot be able to group with the 3 because see 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So here 2 variables has been changed, 2 literals are changed actually, change over. So that means we are not able to group. That is the one criteria we need to be considered for the grouping. Yeah, why we need to group? Because of the same what we have done in the Boolean algebra or in a K-map, just to remove the redundant variables. That means, so when you have a B C bar plus A B C like that, so that means we can group A B and the C bar plus C, that will be equals to 1. So this can be simplified to this equation will be simplified as an AB, right? To do the same thing again with the group will be done. So that's why we need to look only for the one differ position in the mean terms. Okay, so let's create a table. So again, so this will be in a form of creating a tables actually. Okay, so let's create a table and we need to group the n group should become grouped with the n plus 1 group. So that means the group 0 will be compared with the group 1 and make a 2 mean terms group. Okay, similarly group 1 will be compared with the group 2 and make a 2 mean terms group. Okay, and just again grouping means, so only one mean term or one variable should be differ, remaining value should be the same. Okay, so next is what, similarly like that group 2 will be compared with the group 3, next group 3 will be compared with the group 4, so that will make a 2 mean terms group. Okay, like that we need to be create, that we can able to understand when by writing the table. So second table, so we are creating the table. Okay, so that we are converting the single mean terms to the 2 mean terms group actually. Okay, and when you are comparing, okay, we need to look the variables which are all the same but differ in only the one variable, and that need to be considered. So which are all the variable which are would differ in the one variable, that position or that variable should be indicated with a dash actually. Okay, that will be indicated with dash. Okay, let's see that. So this is group, mean terms and variable, and variables A, B, C, D. Okay, so now, so when we can group the mean terms 0 and 1. Why? Because, so if you see the variables 0 and 1 match each other but differs in the one position. Okay, so that means we can group mean terms 0 and 1 can be grouped. Okay, so and I will consider this group as a 0 because after grouping we will get to know that 1 actually, or by grouping, so logical number of ones will be 0 actually, because when you grouping this is the logic 1, this is the 0 is there. When you grouping this will be, this position will be identified as with a dash actually. So that means 0 numbers of logic ones will be there in the variables corresponding to these two groups mean terms. Okay, so that's why this group will be named as a 0. Okay, so anyway you will get to know that one. See, 0, 1 will be compared. Okay, so whichever there will be positions are same will be considered right as same as it is. Okay, so whichever the variables will have made a transition, we have a changeover, that will be identified and that will be represented with a dash. So that means, so these variables will be 0, 0, 0 dash, where dash position indicates what, that position as having a differ, one variable as a differ when you are grouping the 0 and 1 mean term. Similarly, we need to compare 0 with the 2 also. Okay, it's like that actually. Individually we will going to always compare. 0 will be compared with 1, 2, 8. Similarly next when I next come to the next group, 1 will be compared with the 3, 6, 9. 2, 3 will be compared with the 3, 6, 9. 8 will be compared with the 3, 6, 9. Like that we need to compare. So that we need to see the which are all the variables are same each other, having only one differ. If you are having a one differ, let's group that one, and whichever the position where we differ is 1, that would be identified and represented with the dash. So that is the thing we need to be do. So why we need to replace that with the dash and why we need to group? Because to remove the redundant literals, redundant variables. Okay. So now 0, 1 can be grouped. Let's compare the 0 with the 2. Can we group? Yes. Because 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Only one variable has a changeover. So that means again we can group this one. So that means 0, 2 can be grouped, and which is the position, C position is having a changeover. So that will be identified with the dash and the remaining will be right as it is. Okay. So next 0 will be compared with the 8. 0, 0, 0, 0. 0 is changed over to the 1. So that means first bit will be dash, remaining BCD will be as it is, and the group is 0, 8. Hope you understood. Okay. So this completes the first group actually. So there is no logical number of ones. So that's why we will name it as a group 0. Next, group 1. Okay. So here group 1 will be compared with the group 2 and forming a 2 mean terms group, and again same procedure. We need to identify the which are all the mean terms having the same but only one variable should be differ, like that. Okay. So thus 1 will compare with the 3. See, yeah, only one position has been changed over and the remainings are same as it is, 0, 0, dash 1, and the group corresponds to the 1, 3. The mean terms which are grouping will be the 1, 3. Okay. Next 1 will be compared with the 6. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 is there. We are not able to group this one. See, because 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. 0 is changed out to 1 year, 0 is changed over to the 1 year. So that means we are not able to group this one, because in a grouping we need to see only the one variable should be differ. Only those conditions should be, those mean terms should be grouped. Okay, but here not able to group. Next, 1 will be compared with the 9. See, yes, we can group. So here the A variable position has been differ, remaining variables are the same actually, 0 0 0 0 1 1. So that means 1 comma 9 we can group, and the position is dash, first position is dash, remaining is 0 0 1. Next, so over, next 2 will compare with the 3. So yeah, 2 and 3 can be combined. Okay, so the position in the B as having a differ, and the remaining will be the same as it is. So 2 comma 3 will be grouped. So that is 0 dash 1 0, 0 dash 1 0. Okay, and next 2 will compare with the 6. 2 is compared with the 3, right? 0 0 1 0. So 0 0 1 dash. 0 0 1 dash. Okay. Next 2 compare with the 6. 0 0 0 1. So one variable is changed. 1 1 same as it is. 1 0 0 only one variable. See, only one variable has been changed. So this means we can group the 2 comma 6 also. 2 comma 6. So and the position is second one is dash, remaining 0 1 0. Okay. Next 2 with 9. So not able to group. 0 1, 1 change over, 0 0. Okay. 1 0, one more change. Okay. 2 variables has been changed. So we are not able to group. Next, let's compare the 8 with the 3. 8 with 3 not able to group. 8 with the 6 not able to group. Okay. Next 8 with 9, yes, we can group. So 8 comma 9 is possible, and the positions are 1 0 0 dash. Change over indicated with the dash. So that means 1 0 0 dash. Okay. So that completes the comparing the group 1 with the group 2. Next, group 2 will be compared with the group 3. Okay. So that is 3 6 9 will compare with the 7 14. So let's compare the 3 with the 7 14. Next 6 with the 7 14. Similarly 9 with the 7 14. So 3 0 0 1 1. Yes, we can group this one because only the B position variable has been changed over, remaining are same as it is. So that means, so I will name this as a group 2, okay, and the 3 comma 7. 3 comma 7, okay, the positions are 0 dash 1 1. 0 dash 1 1. Okay, next 3 with the 14, not able to group actually. Next 6 with the 7, 0, yeah, we can group actually. 6 and 7 are group, only one variable has been changed over, so we can group. So that means 6 comma 7 here, 6 comma 7, okay, and this is 0 1 1 dash, 0 1 1 dash. Okay, next 6 with the 14, yes, again we can group. 0 1 1 0 1 0 0, sorry, 1 1 1, so 0 1 1 0 1 1 0, only one variable has been changed. So again 6 14 can be grouped dash with 1 1 0. Okay, next 9 with 7 not able to group, and again 9 and 14 again not able to group. 0 0 1 1 1 1 is there, so two variables are changing, not able to group. So this completes the group 2 variables. Okay, next this comes to the group 3. So that means we need to compare the group 3 with the group 4. 7 15, yes, only one variable is changed, so that is 7 can be grouped with the 15 mean term. Okay, so one variable change dash, and the remaining is 1 1 1. Next 14 can be grouped with the 15, yes, one variable has been changed over, remaining variables are same in the 14 and 15. So we can group the 14 and 15. Keep in mind, when you are grouping, only one only one variable has been changed over. Okay, so remaining should be same. 1 1 1 dash. So this completes the grouping. So that means we converted the 1 mean-terms to the 2 mean-terms, a group of 2 mean-terms. Next is what? Group of 4 mean-terms. Okay, so that means group 0 will be compared with the group 1. Okay, and again also here also we need to check the only one variable has been changed. Okay, so that means this should be equal. That means the dash positions should be the same. The position of the 2 mean-terms should be having the same dash positions. Dash position should be the same. Okay, but remaining variables should have only one variable change. Okay, like that we need to create one more table. So that means create one more table to convert a 2 mean-terms group to a 4 mean-terms group. Okay, and in the grouping same criteria should be followed. That means the 2 mean-terms variables should be match each other, but should be having only the one differ. So when if the dash is there, dash positions should also be in the same positions. Okay, so let's create a table for constructing the 4 mean-terms group. Okay, now let's continue. So group 0. So now again same thing. So this mean-term will compare with the next group mean-terms. Okay, and we need to identify the any similarities will be there, and but should have the only one variable should be differ. Okay, and keep in mind dash position should be also same as it is. Okay, so that means see 0 1 dash is in the last position. Okay, right. So in this group 1, whichever the last dash will be, let's see that one. See, yeah, so these two is having the last, this is one and this one. So I will put a tick mark only. Okay, usually we will going to use the tick marks actually when we are grouping. So which are all the mean terms are grouped, will going to be that will be tick marked. Okay, so that okay when you are lastly when combining, we should identify the which mean terms are covered, which mean terms are not covered when you are writing the simplified equation. Okay, for that purpose we will going to use the tick mark. Okay, so now just to grouping, I will indicate it with some other. Okay, later we will go to use the tick mark. Okay, so this one and this one, when you compare to the 0, 1 with the, so this group 1 mean terms, so these two will match 0, this positions match, but let's understand, let's see the which other variables actually. Okay, see 0 0 0 0 0 1, so one mean terms has been changed over, remaining will be the same. So that means we can group 0, 1 with the 2, 3. Similarly, can we group 0, with the 8, 9? So 0 1, one variable has been changed, remaining are as it is. So that means we can group the 0, 1 with the 8, 9 also. So that means this one will be grouped with this one and this one. Okay, so that means mean terms are 0, 1, 2, 3 and the variables 0, 0, dash, dash. See 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 represented with a dash and as remaining dash as it is. Okay, so next one, next group 0, 1, 8, 9 dash 0, 0, dash, dash 0, 0, dash. Hope you can understand. Now let's see the 0, 2 with any other. 0, 2 means, yeah, C position is dash. So this is the only one possibility. Okay, let's compare 0, 0, 0, 0, dash 0, 1. Yes, we can group. So that means we can group 0, 2 and the 1, 3. Okay, so that means 0, 0, dash 0, dash, dash 0, 0, dash, dash. If you see this one, actually both are identical. See 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 and the positions are also same as it is. Okay, so that means repeatedly we are writing actually. Okay, so instead of writing that one, we can skip this one. Okay, no need to write this one because which are already covered. So let's put the tick mark, these two are covered, and let's not represent it in the next table because both are same actually. So let's write that one. So when we grouping, so but both are same 0, 1, 2, 3. By seeing the mean terms only we get to know that one it is repeating 0, 1, 2, 3. Again that is what the 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next 0, 2, there is no other possibilities for 0, 2 group. Fine. Next 0, 8 group will be compared with the remaining groups here actually in the group 1. In the remaining mean terms in the group 1. 0, 8 first position is, that means the possible grouping is this one, right? So this is dash 0, 0, 1. So that means 0, 8, 1, 9, right? 0, 8, 1, 9. 0, 8, 1, 9. Again it is already covered. That means even again there is no need to write down. Are you able to understand? If it is already covered, that shouldn't, there is no need to repeat the same mean terms. Already covered means, so the mean terms in a group, same mean terms is one more time if you are writing, that is not needed. 0, 1, 2, 3, so the same mean terms are grouped already. So another group containing the same mean terms it is not necessary. Okay, so that is what. So that means this 0, 8, it is grouped with this one. Okay, so that is over. Fine. Next we will compare the group 1 with the group 2. So this group is over actually here. In the next table, so we don't have any other mean terms, we have only the 2 mean terms for the group 0. Next like for the group 1. Next 1, 3 will compare with the 3, 7. So this is the bit position is dash. So there is no possible of group is actually, because same dash should be here also. Dash is not matching means there is no other possible groups with the grouping the 1, 3. Okay, then no need to consider that one. Next 1, 9. So this is the dash position. So that means we can compare 1, 9 with the 6, 14. Let's compare dash dash 0, 1, 0, 1. So 2 variables has been changed over. So we are not able to group. So don't consider. Next 2, 3. So last position is a dash. So this, that means 2, 3 can be compared with the 6 and 7. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 variable change. Yeah. So that means we can group 2, 3 with the 6, 7. Okay. So here only one variable has been changed over. So remaining variables are same as it is. So that means we can make a group. So which is the group actually 2, 3 and 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7, and the variables are 0, 0, dash, 1, dash, 0, 1, dash. Okay. So this is what. Next, let's compare the 2, 6. So this 2, 6 can be compared with the 3, 7 because same dash position. Let's compare 0, 0, dash, fine, 1, 1, 0, 1. So that means we can group 2, 6, 3, 7. But see 2, 6, 3, 7 already grouped actually. Already these mean terms appear here actually. So that means no need to consider. Even if you see the mean terms also, that will be the same as it is. 0, dash, 1, dash. 0, dash, 1, dash as already is there. Okay, so there is no need to consider one more time, but we need to tick mark which is covered. Okay, sorry 6, 7, right? Yeah, 6, 7 which is covered. Let's tick mark that one. Okay, next let's compare the 8, 9. So this last position. So 8, 9 we can be grouped with the 6, 9. 8, 9 can be compared. Okay, that is 0, 1. So we are not able to group because there are multiple bits are differ. So that means we are not able to group. So this completes the comparing the group 1 with the group 2 in the table 2. Okay. Next, group 2 will be compared with the group 3. 3, 7 will compare with the 7 and 15. So here the dash is in second position, nowhere in the dash in the second position in the group 3. So we are not able to group 3, 7 with the 8, any other mean terms. Next 6 comma 7, yeah, 6 comma 7 can be compared with the 14 and 15, right? 0 1, so 1 differ, 1 1 1 1 dash dash, yes. So that means we can group 6 comma 7 with the 14 and 15. So 6 7 14 15, okay. So that means this is covered, fine. And the variables dash 1 1 dash dash 1 1 dash. Next 6 comma 7 compared over. Next 6 comma 14, so this is the dash is here and this one more same position, so we can compare dash 1 1 0 1. So one variable has been changed over, so that means that can be covered actually, so that can be included, right? Okay, so that means these are compared each other, so we can write 6, yeah, same 6 7 14 15, which are already covered actually. See, dash dash 1 1 dash dash 1 1 dash, so that means which is already covered, okay. I think this one is already covered actually. 3 comma 7 2 comma 6 0 0 dash 1 0, I think, yeah. So when you are comparing 2 comma 6 3 comma 7 only, it is covered actually, okay. 3 comma 7 2 comma 6 already covered actually. So all the mean terms in the group table 2 are grouped, so that means this is going to form the 4 mean terms, okay. So the mean terms are 0 1 2 3 one group, 0 1 8 9, next 2 3 6 7 6 7 14 15, okay. So now again we can be group each other, so if possible we need to group, else these are all the remain, if this is not able to further group means these are the prime implicants. So last table what you will get, that mean terms and the any mean terms which are left out in the previous table, these two will go to form as a prime implicants. So the next is what we need to identify the essential prime implicants, so that we can write the simplified equation. So let's see that one is any possible to group this one actually. So 2 2 dash 1s actually, so we are not able to group actually, any possible groups are not possible. That means so these 4 are the prime implicants, these 4 are the prime implicants. So let's write the prime implicants. So prime implicants are 0 1 2 3, okay. Next 0 1 8 9, next 2 3 6 7 6 7 14 15. What all the corresponding mean terms with respect to variables? So this is 0 0, that is corresponds to the a bar b bar, dash is there is no need to represent because dash indicates what, redundant. So already those variables are redundant variables, that's why we need to remove that one, okay. So next, so with corresponding to the group 0 1 8 9 b bar c bar, corresponding to the group mean terms corresponding to the group 0 3 6 7, so 0 1 that's corresponding to a bar c, a bar c. Next for the 6 7 14 15 1 1, this corresponds to the b c, okay. So these are the prime implicants. Now we need to identify in these which are all essential prime implicants, okay. That means in a K map we are going to group possible large group, we are going to identify, and then which group is a unique group, so which is having essential cell number, that will be identified, right. Same way here also, in which mean term is an essential, we need to be identified. So for that one we will create a table, the table is called as an prime implicant table, okay. Let's create a prime implicant table and identify which mean terms is an essential group, which prime implicant is an essential prime implicant, okay. Let's construct a prime implicant table, okay. So this table consisting the prime implicants and its decimal form, okay. That means the mean terms in a decimal form, and then will consisting the mean terms which are given in the problem statements, Okay, so that means we need to identify which are covered or not covered. We should not left out the any mean terms, right, in the given problem statement. So that's why we want to write a mean terms which are given in the problem statement or in a given Boolean function. Okay, so this which are the mean terms 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15. Okay, so which is the prime implicant? A bar, B bar, its decimal form 0, 1, 2, 3. Next B bar, C bar, and 0, 1, 8, 9. Next A bar, C, 2, 3, 6, 7. Next B, C, 6, 7, 14, 15. Okay. Now we need to enter in star mark or something mark which decimal value, which mean terms are covered in this prime implicant. So in the given mean terms, which mean terms is covered in this prime implicant? So this prime implicant cover the 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 is covered. So I will make a table so that it will be easy to represent. Okay. So 0 is covered here, 1 is covered, 2 is covered, and the 3 is covered by the prime implicant A bar, B bar. Next, by the prime implicant B bar, C bar, which are covered 0, 1, 8, 9. Next, by the prime implicant A bar, C, which are all covered 0, 3, 6, 7. Okay. Next, with the prime implicant B, C, so which are all covered 6, 7, 14, 15. Okay. So this one. So now we need to identify the essential prime implicant. To identify the essential prime implicant, we need to identify the mean terms column where we are having only the single entry. See, double entry is there corresponding to this mean term 0, and double entry 1, 2 entries, 2 entries, 2 entry. 8, mean term 8 is having only one entry. So mean term 9 only one entry. Again mean term 15, mean term 14. So that means the prime implicants which is having only the one entry column, that prime implicants are the essential prime implicants. So that means B bar C is an essential prime implicants and BC it is an essential prime implicants. B bar, C bar and the BC are the essential prime implicants. But these two will cover only the 0, 1, 8, 9 as are covered, 6, 7, 14 and 15 covered. But left out with the 2, 3. 2, 3 are not covered from these two group. So that means the equations consisting the two solutions. These two essential functions with this prime implicant is a one solution, and these two essential prime implicants with this prime implicant will lead to the another solution actually. So this function D will having a two solutions. Okay, so which are the essential prime implicants? So essential prime implicants are B bar, C bar and BC. So the solutions is D equals to B bar, C bar plus BC plus we can include the A bar, B bar or A bar, C, because 2, 3 are left out. If all the mean terms which are given, which are covered by these two means only those essential prime implicants will form the simplified expression. Okay. If it is not covered, then we need to include the whichever the prime implicants where the left out mean terms are covered actually. So if the left out mean terms are 2 and 2, 3 which are covered in the both the mean terms or both the prime implicants, okay, so that we can include this one or this one. Both the solutions are same. Both the solutions will going to give the logically same output. Okay, so that's why we have a two logical output functions. So thus the D equals to B bar C bar, essential should be write out first. Remaining is what? A bar B. So this is the one solution we have. Our another possible solution is D equals to B bar C bar plus BC plus A bar C. A bar C. So this is how we are going to simplify the any given Boolean function by using the Quine-McCluskey technique. Okay. So the next problem is simplify the given Boolean function using Quine-McCluskey technique. So the given function is this one. So this is the second problem. So the first step is what? We need to create the table. Group mean terms variables A, B, C, D. Okay. So we need to arrange the mean terms according to the how many number of logical ones there in an increasing order. So that means 0, so group 0, so mean terms are 0, 0, 0, 0. Next 2 comes because 4 and the 8, right? Because 2, 4, 8 are having the one logical number of ones. Okay, so that means corresponds to the group 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 4, 0, 1, 0, 0, 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. So next groups containing the two numbers of logical ones 3, 10, 12. 3, 10, 12. So 3, 0, 0, 1, 1. Next 10, 1, 0, 1, 0, 12, 1, 1, 0. Right? Okay. Next this completes the group 2. Next group 3 consisting the three numbers of logic ones. The mean terms which are all having the three numbers of logic ones 0, 2, 3, 4 now comes. Okay. 30 and 14. Okay. So what is the 13? 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. Now table 2 we need to be create where we need to group the mean terms to form a two mean terms group. And when you are grouping, we need to identify the variables should be matched, but only one variable should be differ. Okay, so that is how we need to be group. So let's create the table second group mean terms variables. Okay. So let's compare 0 with the 2. Yes, we can group only when mean term is changed. Next 0 with the 4. Yes, 0, 8. Let's write 0 can be compared with the 2. So on the variables 0, 0, dash 0. By here dash, one variable has been changing. So that should be remove that variable. So that will be indicated with the dash. Next 0, 4. Yes. 0, 4 can be group. Okay. So 0 dash 0, 0. 0 dash 0, 0. Next 0 with 8. Yes, we can group 0, 8 dash 0, 0, 0. Okay. Next, this completes the group 0. Next group 1. 2 will compare with the 3. Yes, we can compare. So 2, 3 and the variables 0, 0, 1 dash. 0, 0, 1 dash. Okay. So we need to take mark that one. So this is covered, this is covered, this is covered, this is also covered, and this also covered. Okay. Next 2, 10. Yes, we can group, right? 2, 10 also we group. So the variables dash 0, 1, 0. Dash 0, 1, 0. Next 2, 12. Not able to group. Okay, fine. Next 4, 3. we are not able to group. Next 4, 10, again not able to group. Next 4, 12, 4 with the 12, yes, we can group. So dash 1, 0, 0, 4, 12, we can be group, dash 1, 0, 0, right, dash, okay, 1, 0, 0. So this is also covered. 10 is covered, right, already? Yes, even 10 is also covered. Okay, next. Here 4 is over. Next 8, 3, not able to group. Next 8, 3, 8, 10, yes, we can group. 8, 10 can be group. So that means 1, 0, dash 0. 1, 0, dash 0. Next. 8 will be compared with the 12, 1, dash 0, 0. So yes, even we can be group this one, 8, 12. 8, 12, 1, dash 0, 0. So this completes the group 1. Next group 2. Okay, so this is group 2 will compare with the group 3. 3, 13, we are not able to group. Next 3, 14, not able to group. Next 10, 13, 1, 0, 1 variable change or 2 variables has been changed. Again, not able to group. Next 10, 14, yes, we can group it. 1, 0, 1 variable change, 1, 0. So this is covered. So what is the 10 and the 14? 10, 14, okay. So that means 1, dash 1, 0. 1, dash 1, 0. Next is over. 12, 13. 12, 13, yes, we can group because same as it is, only one variable is changed. 12, 13 we can group. So 1, 1, 0, dash. 1, 1, 0, dash. Next 12, 14 can be 1, 1. Yes, again 12, 14 also can be a group. 1, 1, dash 0. 12, 14, 1, 1, dash 0. So this means we created a group, okay, of a 2 mean terms. Okay, next, similarly, same thing we need to be continue, okay, so that we should make all the groups are combined to make maximum number of mean terms group, okay. Next, group 0. So here 0, 2 can be compared with the 8, 10. 0, 1, 0, 0, dash, dash, 0, 0. So only one variable has been changed. So that means this can be group. So let's tick mark. Okay, let's write this one. 0, 2 and the 8, 10. Right? Yes. 0, 2, 8, 10. And we enter all the variables. Dash 0, dash 0, dash 0, dash 0. Next 0, 4, here is the dash. So here is the dash. So that means possibly we can compare here actually 0, 1, one variable change, dash, dash, 0, 0. So that means we can group. So this can be grouped with this one. So that means here 0, 4, 8, 12. 0, 4, 8, 12 and the variables dash, dash, 0, 0, dash, dash, 0, 0. Next 0, 8, 0, 8 can be compared with these two, right? Okay. Dash, 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 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. One variable has been changed. Yes, we can group 0, 8, 2, 10. 0, 8, 2, 10. See 0, 8, 2, 10 which is already covered actually. So just write simply tick mark. Okay. Next again 0, 8. This should be also tick mark. Next 0 should be 4, 12. Dash 1, 0, 0. So that means 0, 8, 4, 12. Dash, dash, 0, 0. Dash, dash, 0, 0. 0, 4, 8, 12. Again it is also a repeated actually. Covered actually already by the previous group only, it is already covered. So there is also, let's tick mark this one. So that means which is already covered. Okay, so that is completed here actually. Group 1. Okay, so here now we are going to compare the group 1 with the group 2 mean terms. 2, 3. So here last dash. So that means we can possibly compare the 2, 3 with the 12, 13, right? So dash dash. So let's see the remaining variables. 0, 1, 0, 1. Two variables has been changed over. That means we are not able to group. Leave as it is. Next, 2, 10 is the first dash. So we are not able to group it with any other one. So no need to pass. 4, 12 also not able to group. Next, 8, 10. So there's the C position is a dash here. So the possible is one this one. This can be compared with here actually 1, 1, 0, 1, dash dash 0, 0. So that means we can group these two. So 4, 12 can be 8, 10 can be grouped with the 12, 14. So different values, right? Yes. So 8, 12, 8, 10, 8, 10, 12, 14, and the variables are 1, 1, dash, dash, 0, 1, dash, dash, 0. Okay. So that means this is covered. Okay. Next, 8, 12. So here is the dash. So possible comparison, and this can be compared with this one. Okay. Next, 1 dash 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Yes, we can combine. So 8, 12, 10, 14. 8, 12, 10, 14, which is already covered actually. So just simply tick mark that one, and there's no need to rewrite because already we have completed that one. Okay. So this one. So any further comparison? No. 8, 12 is compared already, right? Yeah, that means, so these are the, but see here actually 2, 3 and the 12, 13 are not tick marked. Okay. So that means, so these are the prime implicants including these two. So which are the prime implicants? Let's list the prime implicants now. So the prime implicants groups are 0, 2, 8, 10, and next 0, 4, 8, 12, 8, 10, 12, 14. What are the corresponding mean terms in variable? So this corresponds to the B bar, D bar, and this corresponds to the C bar, D bar, and this corresponds to the A, D bar. So next is what the, so which are the remaining, which are not covered, even that will be considered as a prime implicants. So which is are not covered actually 2, 3 and the 12, 13. 2, 3. So what is the 2, 3 corresponds to the 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1 corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C. Next 12, 13. So 12, 13. So 12, 13 means 1, 1, 0. This corresponds to the A, B, C bar, and these are the prime implicants. Now, when you are writing the simplified equation, we need to identify the which are all the essential prime implicants and which are all not covered prime implicants. Let's create the prime implicant table. So B bar, D bar, next is C bar, D bar, next is A, D bar, next is A bar, B bar, C, next is A, B, C bar. So which are all the decimal values? 0, 2, 8, 10. Okay. So given mean terms are 0, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So let's have the table. Let's enter the star to the prime implicants which covers the mean terms. So this prime implicant will cover 0, 2, 8, 10, next 0, 4, 8, 12, next 8, 10, 12, 14, and next is 2, 3, 2, 3, 12, 13, 12, 13. Okay, so let's identify the which are essential. That means only one entry in a complete column. So if you look onto the column 0 column, 2 entries here, so only one entry here, only one entry, and here only one entry, and here only one entry. Okay, so these 4, so this means 0, 4, 8, 12, next is 2, 3, okay, next is 8, 10, 12, 14, next 12, 13, okay. So this should cover all the mean terms, right? All the mean terms are covered actually, right? From this one, 0 covered, next 2 covered here, 3, 4, 0, 2, 3, 4, next 8, 10 is covered, next 12 is covered, 13 is covered, and the 14 is covered. So that means these prime implicants which cover all the mean terms which are given, okay, so that means these essential prime implicants will form a simplified equation. So which are all the essential prime implicants then? So EPI essential prime implicants are C bar D bar, comma, next A D bar, okay, comma, A bar B bar C, and next is what? A B C bar. Okay, so that means the simplified equation D will be equals to C bar D bar plus A D bar plus A bar B bar C plus A B C bar. So this is how we are going to get the simplified expression for a given Boolean expression, for a given Boolean function. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve in a Quine-McCluskey technique. Okay. So let's understand the Quine-McCluskey technique for the don't care terms. That means when we have an incomplete Boolean functions, okay, that I will going to cover in the next class. Thank you.